Good evening, Griffin fans. My name is David Oliverio, and I am in the Westmoreland Sports Network studios here on the campus of Seton Hill University, and we are joined tonight by Coach Rick Hall, the Seton Hill University women's volleyball team. Coach is in Wheeling, West Virginia. Say hi, Coach.
Hi, David. How's everything going at school?
Everything's great, Coach. Kids are getting ready for finals, and you are getting ready for the Atlantic Region tournament starting tomorrow as you take on the University of Pittsburgh of Pitt-Johnstown at noon tomorrow, right, Coach?
Yes, we're at noon. It's a noon start. Playing UPJ at Wheeling. We're very excited and hopefully extremely ready for a good volleyball match down there at Wheeling.
Coach, you're 22-7 overall, but before we get into your team, I'd be remiss if I didn't say right off the bat, congratulations again on winning your 700th match a few weeks ago against Cal. Coach, what did it mean for you to get that number 700 and to see all the 700 signs that were everywhere throughout the gym? We had a packed house. It was awesome. I'm told that the team actually made a special video for you and everything to play after the match. What did that all mean for you?
Well, I was very impressed and thankful for what everyone did for me. Actually, as you know, you and Jason had to point it out to me about the 700 wins, but I'm very grateful for that. It's been a long, fun road, and I was very taken back by what everyone did. All the people that were involved in getting the video made and getting all the handouts and everything like that. And it was a wonderful surprise, and to win the match was even a better thing.
Well, I know that we enjoyed actually having that celebration with you. So it was a labor of love getting all of that together, and we're looking forward to many more victories here to come. But let's get back to the Atlantic Region tournament. Tournament field, just a little bit of a rundown right now. Number 1 seed, Wheeling Jesuit University out of the Mountain East Conference. The number 2 seed, Gannon University. Number 3, Pitt-Johnstown. Number 4, IUP. Number 5, Westchester. Number 6, of course, the Griffins from Seton Hill. Number 7, Shippensburg. And number 8, Winston-Salem. Coach, it's been 3 years since your team has played in the Atlantic Regional. So there's 3 players on the team who have experience actually playing in this atmosphere. What have they told the rest of the team about the experience, and what have you added to talk to the girls about playing at this level?
Well, especially the first and second year kids, it's important for them to understand that this doesn't come along every year. Being that we finished relatively high in the conference and got an at-large bid was a tremendous success for our program and our players. The players certainly deserved it with their play throughout the season. But they really do need to understand that it doesn't come around every year, because there is so much parity in the PSAC right now that I believe any one of the 8 teams, 6 of which are from the PSAC, could win this region.
Yeah, and they certainly can. There's a ton of parity this year. There's also a ton of talent that are playing in this regional. You have Wheeling Jesuit, of course, as the number 1 seed. They're always there, man. I can't remember a time where they weren't the number 1 seed in the Atlantic region. How do you see this bracket stacking up?
You're right. Wheeling is a perennial winner in this regional tournament. I think someone, hopefully Seton Hill, is poised to make a move. I like our situation, our position in the bracket. I think that if we can get through the first day, depending on who comes out the second day, anything can happen. I think we're excited about where we ended up in the bracket and are ready to go against UPJ.
Coach, your team had a chance to win the regular season PSAC title in the final match of the year and lost that match. Then you go and we host our first round of the PSAC tournament to Westchester. and we end up losing that and kind of ending the season on a low note and a 2-game losing streak. What have you been focusing on at practice, and what changes have you made to make sure that those results don't happen again tomorrow?
Well, David, thank you for reminding me about those 2 matches. And I will tell you that we don't dwell on what happened in the past. We got a lot of things to work on from those 2 matches. And it's pretty much from the neck up. I mean, we have the ability. Our girls are as athletic and as good volleyball players as anybody we play against. But we need to make sure that we're in the right mindset. And if they're in the right mindset and there's not the frustration factor, the sky's the limit for this team.
Absolutely, I agree. When you played UPJ, and I know that I'm going to keep going back to this, and you probably don't like it, but that's what we're going to do right now. Let's go back to when you played UPJ in the regular season. It turns out to be an absolutely wild 5-set match. You were up 2-0 and end up dropping 3 straight. What happened, and how did that get away from your girls?
Well, again, it comes back to above the neck, okay? It's some of the things that we think about. In volleyball is such a motivational sport and a momentum sport, not as well as motivational, but momentum is such a great thing. When you beat a team in 2, when you win the first 2 sets, you come into the 3rd set, you have a little bit of a lead, and all of a sudden you get a little lethargic and you think this is going to be easy. It was like a snowball effect. And I think teams, they got rolling and then we just couldn't stop them. But I think teams understand that when you get that run, that run of 3, 4, 5, 6 points, then you have a possibility that you can break through. And as soon as they see that, as soon as you let them see that, then you're in a bit of trouble. And I think that's what happened to us in 2 situations this year. Not that it can't be rectified, though. In that vein, you have to have that killer instinct. It doesn't matter what sport you're playing. It can be football, it can be basketball, it can be volleyball. But the most important thing is when you have a team down, you have to make sure that you can finish. We finished in a lot of our matches this year. The concern for us, it was the last 2 that we had the toughest time of finishing. So we addressed that in practices over Thanksgiving and after and up to this point. So hopefully we've got that taken care of.
Absolutely. Coach, Thursday could be the final match in the careers of a handful of players that you have right now. You've got Maggie Murray, Mary Bache, you've got Katie Wenton, and a host of others. How do you expect them to come out and play? Because it has to be on your mind that this could be my last match.
I think you'll see the seniors come out and lead by example. I think that there's going to be bumps in the road in this match, and it's how we react to those bumps in the road as to whether we finish like we have practiced or it goes a different way.
Finally, Coach, your final question of tonight. What are your keys to winning?
Well, there are 2 very big keys. One key is the frustration factor. We don't want to get frustrated. If we get some of our kids frustrated because of hitting errors, because of blocking errors, because of serving errors, or just errors in general, that could turn the tide for this team. I think as long as we stay in system and our serves are tough, we should be right in the middle of the mix of this entire tournament. There's not one team that I've seen this year on video or in person that intimidates us. It's if we can lessen our errors, whether it's serving, blocking, hitting, offensively or defensively, we really have a legitimate chance in this tournament.
Well, good luck to you, Coach, and good luck to the girls. I will actually be there because I will be working with the Westmoreland Sports Network, who will have live action, video, replay, all the bells and whistles tomorrow at noon, live from Wheeling, West Virginia. You can see that on westmorelandsports.com. Coach, Good luck and roll Griffs.
All right, Dave. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.